I purchased my home in Georgia 2 years ago. I did not get an inspection because the agent was rushing me to buy. Now the roof is caving in and I'm having electrical issues. This is costing me so much money. Please let me know if there's anything I can do. Well, I'm sorry. Welcome to Georgia. I wish it wasn't that way. Congratulations on your home, and you've got some real problems here. So you didn't get a home inspection, which is a big problem, because unless you can inspect it yourself and you're qualified and you know those things and you can identify those problems, you had an opportunity to do it before you bought and before you closed. So what would the inspection have done? It should have identified those issues, which would have allowed you and your real estate agent to go to the sellers, negotiate with them and say, hey, it needs a new roof, so we need to adjust the sale price, or we need a concession, or the seller needs to put a new roof on it, and it's got electrical issues. So you had that opportunity to do that. So you're kind of put yourself in a hole there by not doing it, closing, and then finding out after the fact, because it wasn't not disclosed to you, which is a horrible sentence, but that's the truth. However, if there was things that you don't know about, so if there were what's called latent defects, meaning things you couldn't see that the seller did know about and they failed to disclose those things to you, then you could have recourse against the seller, because the seller, especially if they did a seller's disclosure, which is a very common thing here in Georgia with real estate transactions, if the seller lied to you and said there's nothing wrong with the electrical issues, because electrical issues are sometimes hard to see because the wires are in the walls and all the things. So let's just use that as an example. Then the seller has liability to you because they weren't honest with you and they committed fraud by lying to you, and they lied insofar as they failed to disclose that to you. So you can't go back and unring the bell, unfortunately. You chose not to get an inspection. You were rushed by your real estate agent, which is unfortunate. So we've got to live with that, and there's not much we can do there. But if you look at it, and if we can prove that the seller actually knew about these things, they had a duty to disclose them to you, they didn't, and they lied to you or misled you, then you could sue them.